If you've died in PUBG, or your friends have, and you want to get revived or do some reviving to keep your squad in the game, then there are a couple of different ways to do it that are worth knowing, and one of them is very convenient, so I'm going to show you in a second. As standard, what you have to do is acquire the blue chip from your friend's inventory by going up to the little box, and then taking it to one of these blue chip towers that you can see, and then putting it in there. This thing is very loud, and really lets everybody know in the vicinity that someone's being revived, so it puts you in a lot of danger. You'll find them in various different locations across the map, and there's a little indicator. Basically, it looks like a tower with a Wi-Fi signal coming out of it, so you'll notice that in various locations if you open up the main map, but it does attract a lot of attention that may result in you dying, so it's very inconvenient in that way, and a bit of a hassle to get to too. However, there is another way, which is a lot easier. It does still require you to get your friend's chip, so go to their loot crate that's been dropped and then acquire the chip while taking care not to die yourself while doing so. So a smoke grenade or some covering fire might go down a storm. Grab the blue chip that you find in their box. Note that you can also take enemies' blue chips if you've killed somebody. You can take their chip to stop their squad mates reviving them, which can be handy too. You want to look out though for the blue chip transmitter. This is a particularly handy tool because it basically goes into your loot and then you can use it on a whim to revive your teammates. This means you no longer have to go to one of the towers. As long as you have their blue chip and the blue chip transmitter, you can call them back into battle by using that transmitter in the same way you would any item in your inventory, like first aid, for example. Then after a while, they'll drop back down from the helicopter and land on the ground back in the battle with you. And they will drop directly into the nearest zone as well, so that makes life a lot more straightforward. You can find blue chip transmitters all over the place, but one of the places you can find them is Lao Hao Jing, which is on a particular map here, and it has a special marker on it. This is essentially an enemy base packed full of AI. You'll notice in the bottom right corner of my screen, the minimap there, it shows a little white indicator with 3 numbers in it, so it's Roman numeral 3. Essentially, what you need to do is go here, fight all the bosses, collect a load of coins, and then you can go to a special machine where you can buy one of these transmitters. Now, it's worth noting that you can actually find these transmitters around the map. They're a bit tricky to find, so I'd recommend using the vicinity loot item option, which is essentially where you press tab on PC to open up loot within the vicinity, and then you can just walk around and try and look for the transmitters on the floor. They're very tiny, so they're hard to find generally, so it is easier to buy them from a machine like this, but they cost 1,000 coins. So first of all, you probably have to pick up a lot of attachments and then sell them in the item shop. Sell those all off, and then you can buy the transmitter. It's worth having one of these transmitters, so it is worth doing this, but look out for them when you're just looting generally, because you may find them on the floor as well. Hopefully you found this useful. Subscribe for more.